What is up, you guys? Kika here, back with another video, and today we are working on finishing up the last of the Yamaha Blaster build. I'm pretty much on to the last of it. The last thing I have to do is here, my Gold Series pipe that I'm working on. Pretty much I wanted to go over how to like kind of restore them, or at least make them look even just a little bit better, because I've seen some pretty crappy pipes, and you can clean them up. There's different ways to do it. I'm gonna teach you guys, I guess, one or two ways on how I did it, but basically this is how my pipe looks on this side. I don't know if you guys can see. So you guys see all that? It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. Let's see here. So you can see, like, right there, that's probably the worst of it, right here. It doesn't look great at all, right? But I transformed it to this, and that looks 10 times better than this side, right? So that's gonna be today's video, you guys. So let's get started. I guess a way to clean it up is pretty much you can use a steel wool. I know this is chrome. I know it might scratch it up a little bit. I literally got the finest grade. This is the finest grade, which is 4 zeros. Pretty much the finest you can get of steel wool. I know steel wool is pretty rough, but not this one. Should be okay, which obviously it is because I did the other side. So basically, you can, clean it up. It might take a little bit of elbow grease on this thing to take off all the little rust, I guess, that's on the surface. You just need to go over it for a good little while until you get it pretty decent. And there's two different ways that you can do afterwards, because it might look a little dull. As you can see, like right here, it looks a little dull. But you see how this looks way more shinier. So the one way, which is probably the cheapest, if you have whatever kind of drill, you can just pretty much polish it. So this is a buffing and polishing kit. It actually comes with this little wheel. Comes with another wheel, but I don't remember what happened to it. I think I worked on something else. I bought this at Harbor Freight for $5, you guys. $5. Doesn't get no cheaper than that. And then the wool probably was like another $5, maybe $10. So like for 15 bucks, you can go ahead and make it look 10 times better than what it probably does before. Even at least taking off the rust, even if the chrome is not shiny, it's gonna be way better than how it looked before. So pretty much, after you use the steel wool to get all the surface rust, all the little orange and bronze stuff out the way, it comes with this little block. So this is a finishing block. On the back here it says white block, as in this one, jewelry, rough or polishing, copper, brass, aluminum, steel, iron, nickel, chrome plate, gold, silver, and platinum. Obviously this is aluminum and it's chrome, so the white one would probably be the best ideal. I'm pretty sure the red one would work because it's still technically like polishing compound, so it'll do its justice. I'm not a professional. This is the way that I do it. There's probably different ways to do it. It probably is not like the best way that I'm doing it, but like how I said, pretty much it looks better than it did before. Alright, sorry you guys, I got a phone call. So yeah, let me just start doing it the way that I do it, so you guys can see the how long it's going to take and pretty much how it's going to turn out. So let's get started with the steel wool, and we're just going to go ahead and start going over the whole pipe now. I just wanted to do that one piece just to show you guys what the difference could be and what it could look like. So, and it does take a little bit of elbow grease, especially with this finer steel wool, but I'd rather not, scratch up the whole chrome and then have to deal with that. Like here, it's real bad. I don't know if that's going to look any better, but again, like how I said, it's pretty much going to look way better than it did before, so I'm not too worried about it. As you guys saw, obviously there's a huge difference in what it's going to look like. And this is how bad it was on one of the pieces, so I'm pretty sure it would be fine. And you might want to wear a mask if it's pretty rusty like this. It's just going to be flying everywhere. But there are going to be some like really rusty spots that I guess are just not going to come off, so you know, it's not going to work miracles either, but it'll make it look better. But yeah, you guys, I'm finally getting to the end of the process of the blaster here. The whole paint job is done. The engine is in. The top end is in, and I pretty much just kind of turned it over, gave it like a couple of kicks, just to make sure everything was good. I didn't want to try and start it. There's no gas. And I wanted to do it just to make sure I had spark, which I did not, and it was actually because of the brake. The brake switch, I guess you could say it is, was not connected, and that wasn't giving it spark for whatever reason. Kind of weird, but I don't know. I didn't know that would be a thing, but it was. But it's already looking better, you guys. Yeah, and I have this Gold Series pipe that I actually stole off of the parts bike, and it actually had this one that was obviously better than the stock one. I don't know how the other one was on the crappier bike, but it does take a lot of elbow grease though, you guys. It maybe takes, I would say, like maybe like 40 minutes. The easier way would be to also, if you guys have a bench, not a bench press, a bench grinder, one of the ones that sits kind of on the edge and it has the two wheels on the side, you can get one of these on there, like a polishing pad, and then you can get a wire wheel, but like the finest wire wheel there's possible, and then also obviously just turn it on and you kind of just go over it, you know, on all the areas while you're working on it, and it actually is a whole lot faster than this. But some people don't have that, you know, so then we're stuck with this, which honestly I might go buy one today because I didn't think it was going to be that bad, which it's not, but you get tired, you know? Alright, I think that'll be alright, you guys. I'll touch it up after the video, but then we have this here, which is obviously part of what was in the little polishing, buffing and polishing kit. So I'm using the white block. Like how I said, this might not be the exact way to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. Pretty much you can go over it. I'm going to go over the whole thing. Especially where it's kind of crusty looking, and hope that it's all going to come off. I think I'm ready to start going over it with the little polishing wheel here. So it pretty much, if you have a drill, you could just put it on like any other thing on here, and it's just a little like wool pad, I guess you could say. So yeah, I pretty much put on the compound with the white block, and as you can see, everything has something on it. So let's see how this thing turns out. It might take me like 5 minutes just to go over everything. Oh yeah, you guys, you can see right away, like, it's dull, like right here, it's dull. I don't know if you guys can tell because of the light reflection. It's pretty dull. And this thing just kind of takes care of everything. there are still some little, you know, pieces on there that probably I could have done a little bit better, but it looks way better than it was before, so I'm happy. If you do it, it's justice. And I'm sure if you guys don't have like this little buffing and polishing kit, even though it's $5, if you guys got some polishing compound laying around, you could probably use this as well, and then probably like a microfiber towel, which I did try, but it's gonna take a lot longer. So just so you guys know, but if that's all you got and you're willing to put in a little bit of elbow grease in there, then everything should work out pretty much the same. Like how I said, this isn't the only way to do it, but it's one of the ways, and it definitely, you know, works, and it's cheap if you have, you know, steel wool pads and then the polishing compound. But yeah, I'm gonna get going on this, and I'm gonna finish it off, and then that way you guys can see the fully finished product. Alright, you guys, here is my finished product of the Gold Series FMF pipe, the fatty here that we got for the blaster. It looks a lot better. Probably could look a little bit better, but I mean it's pretty crusty, so alright, you guys, this is the finished product here of my Gold Series FMF fatty pipe for the blaster. Like how I said, it looks better. It's not great. There are still some little blemishes and little rusty spots, as you can see up here. But I mean, overall, like, if you guys saw how it looked like before, this is the back of it. I mean, it looked bad. So I mean, this is definitely way better, I would say. Alright, you guys, that's going to be it for this video on how to restore your chrome pipe for the quads here. It works probably for, I mean, a number of different pipes as well for the quads and the dirt bikes. There's always different ways to do it. This is the way that I did it. And I mean, as you guys could tell, it looks great. I think it looks way better. I couldn't, you know, have asked for it to turn out any better than this for me spending, you know, a quick 40 minutes on it. So I'm happy with it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and check out all the other blaster build videos that we're doing. So we got one that we have that's a parts bike, so I'm also rebuilding that one now, and we're redoing this one right now. This is what the pipe is for. So this is how it's looking, you guys. It's almost there. I think it looks great. But that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace!